a new market with a new offer. I'm joined by Sarah Reynolds, called One Big Switch. Good morning to you, Sarah.
Having me?
Hello, Sarah. Can you hear me?
I can.
Right, Sarah, of course, electricity is a huge issue at the moment, gas too. So what exactly is happening, Sarah, and when?
So what's happened is we ran a campaign for a number of weeks looking for as many people as possible to sign up, because what we wanted to do was approach all providers of electricity and gas, and using the buying power of a bulk of customers, get them to drive down their prices and hopefully, create an offer that was market beating. And we've managed to do that with a leading energy provider. It's live on our site at onebigswitch.ie now. It's available to everyone. And we the power of our members has successfully created a product or created a deal in the market that didn't exist before. So it's a big day for us, and it's a big day for our members.
I know, and I appreciate you boxing clever with me. If people want to find out more, they have to go to the website. But first off, there's 78,000 One Big Switch customers or members, and it brings you back to this item which I covered a few months ago. What exactly were you looking for then?
When we started?
Yes, exactly, yeah.
When we started, we've run a few campaigns, but our goal was always to be we're the largest consumer network in Ireland, and on a campaign by campaign basis, we look for different things. We did a deal in health insurance. We started originally with energy, and what we wanted to do was, create a means by which Irish consumers could change the market for themselves. We're also in Australia. It works very well there, where instead of people individually shopping around, we offer them a way to add their weight to the bulk buying power of a large group. And then we approach providers, be they health insurance, be they energy, and we look for better deals for that group of people. And naturally, providers are interested in engaging because, we're offering them access to 25 or 30 or 50 or 80,000 consumers that are looking for better deals. So, it's win-win, I suppose, for the providers, but it's definitely win-win for the consumers. It didn't exist before.
So you could wipe off several €100. How do you, when you go to this particular organisation and say, well, look, I'm with One Big Switch, how do you actually capitalise on what you've achieved?
Well, the consumer, the consumer goes to our website, and there's a switching tool there, so they can effectively switch as we speak. People are switching, and we basically, send what's called a CSV file to Bord Gáis every day, and then they liaise with them, and the next bill they get is Bord Gáis. It's unbelievable. Yeah, well, I
don't really want to go into too much into products now, or mention companies or anything. But the one thing I want to know is, is it just purely on the basis of bulk that you managed to do this, or is it driven by other areas as well?
No, it's purely on the basis of bulk, and it always has been. I suppose that's why it works so well. Because, Irish consumers naturally have been, especially since the crunch, have been, ringing around and looking for better deals. And they get them in some cases. But I suppose what works the best is the bulk. And, we saw it in health insurance as well. If you've got 15, 25, 30,000 consumers and you're approaching various providers, they are interested on the basis of the volume. Those consumers, when they sign up to the campaign, we ask them various questions about, what their bill stresses are, what they want to see, what they don't want to see, what kind of simplicity they'd like to see introduced into their billing. So we get a lot of information from our members, which we then, when we go into negotiations with providers, say, not only are people looking for a better deal, but they're also looking for, that deal to be available within certain criteria, in certain ways, simpler bills, etc. And we bring all of that feedback. So I suppose from a provider point of view, it offers them a lot of intelligence in terms of what the market is saying. It offers them access to a large bulk of consumers, and it makes it for a very attractive negotiation from their point of view.
All right, I have to leave it for the moment. It's One Big Switch. It's very easy to access. If you want to find out more, you simply go to that website.
Thank you.
Good morning, Sarah. That's